Angel Reese, Angel Reese, Angel Reese. Angel Reese is not a happy camper right now. Angel Reese is coming off of a strong 5 game set where she has had more than 15 rebounds per game, had some good performances, but she's not a happy camper. And in fact, she kind of let the referees have it in the post game press conference following an 80-75 loss to the Minnesota Lynx yesterday, and it's hitting the airwaves. I mean, apparently Angel Reese has already been fined for these comments, and we're going to talk about these comments because I think it's kind of amusing when you think about the fact that this is something that has been talked about by so many other people, but guess what? You've been ignoring it. And now Angel Reese is screaming about it. And do certain people want to take heed and listen? Oh, yeah. It's the group that likes to hate on another player who, and I mean, we largely see the amount of bad calls by officials in these games, and I have said from the beginning, the officiating in the WNBA is absolutely terrible across the board. I mean, I've seen it game after game after game after game. But now Angel Reese has had it, and we're gonna play this video for you. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. We talk facts over feelings. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Show. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave a comment. Appreciate y'all continued support of the channel. Let's just jump right on into this thing and share with you the post game interview from yesterday's game against the Minnesota Lynx and what Angel Reese had to say about the situation.
You guys, this game did result in a loss, but you guys fought all four quarters. Is there something positive that you kind of take away from this game going into the next game with the Mystics?
Yeah, I think we fought really hard. It's tough when you talk to officials and I asked them, "Hey, we only shot two free throw. We only went to the free throw line twice up into the fourth quarter," and she tells me it's not her job. So I know it's frustrating because I know how hard we're battling inside. And I think that we came down and fought as hard as we could with what we had. And I just know that we continue to grow in this. And I think it's the leaping step for us. And obviously, we know we can compete with the best. But that has to be fixed. And I don't give a damn if I get fined because that shit cheap. And I am tired of the shit. Because I've been nice and I've been humble with it, but I am tired of the shit.
Why does it seem like whenever Angel Reese speaks on something that gets her emotional, it's like she's about to cry? Because that's what it sounded like in that video. Like she was about to cry at the end of that when she made her comments about I'm tired of it, it's cheap as shit, blah blah blah. And yesterday's game she had 16 points, 17 rebounds. She was 7 of 16, 7 offensive boards, 6 assists, 6 turnovers. They lost 80-75 against Minnesota. She's sitting here talking about free throws. Well, they only had 2 free throws going into the fourth quarter. Maybe it's because they're not buying the flopping anymore. It wasn't like the Minnesota Lynx shot a truckload of free throws. They shot 17 free throws. Both teams got the same amount of pretty much at the same. Actually, Chicago had less fouls called on them than Minnesota. That's one of the things within the WNBA that drives me crazy is the complaining constantly about calls. You shot 37% from the field. That's why you lost. That's why you lost. You turned it over 13 times to 8. That's why you lost. You know, 29 of 78 from the field. You got Ariel Atkins, 3 of 14. Reese yourself, you're 7 of 16. Onion Ware's 4 of 9. You have Kia Nurse and Rebecca Allen, and the bench come out and go 2 for 14. And those players are largely all shooting jump shots. Like the only person that doesn't take jump shots, pretty much for the most part, remains Angel Reese, and then Elizabeth Williams also. Again, I'm not watching the game. I didn't watch the game, so I don't know how it went. I know what I've watched in WNBA games across the board. Seems like she's puffing her chest out right now, and she wants to make her point heard. But she did get fined for it, and of course, in typical Angel Reese fashion, she let's take a real quick look on what she had to say about it. Take a quick look in here and see what she had to say about this. Where did I have this video? This Reese also continued on X, and she said after that, "Do better, WNBA at WNBA." And but the thing is, this is not the first time the referee officiating in the WNBA has been criticized. So I just find it, rather amusing that, you know, here it comes now. Angel Reese speaks on it, and there's going to be a whole lot of people now that jump on board and say, "Yeah, you see, we told you, we told you." No, we've been telling you for a minute now. Kelsey Plum showed displeasure after her a lack of calls in overtime loss to Golden State, where she says, "I drive more than anyone in the league, so to shoot 6 free throws is effing absurd. I got scratches on my face, I got scratches on my body, and these guards on the other teams get these ticky tack fouls, and I'm sick of it. I don't know what I need to do. I've talked to the refs nice. I pray before the games. Like, I'm over it." Here's the comical part about Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum might be one of the more grimy players in the league. She literally jumps over people. She shoves people down. She does all kinds of stuff that some people might consider dirty. I don't. I consider it part of the ball. I consider what she does pretty much what women's basketball is. I don't consider it dirty, but there are people out there who do consider that type of stuff dirty. And so for her to have these complaints, I think it's rather rich coming from someone like like Kelsey Plum, who I'm a fan of, but she complains a hell of a lot. And let's see right here. I saw something where it says she got fined, and I don't know why I can't find it now. Of course, I had it on my screen and that disappeared. Uh, well, apparently it said she didn't care if she got fined, so it doesn't seem like she's gotten fined yet. Um, yeah, she hasn't gotten fined yet. So we'll see if she does get fined. I mean, she calls it a cheap WNBA fine that she can afford pretty much. So she doesn't care. She wants to voice her feelings. And, I can't say that I completely disagree with her when it comes to the officiating in the WNBA, but I also find that Angel Reese, you get away with a lot of shit that if they called it, you'd foul out of a game rather quickly. I mean, we consistently see you holding players with, you know, locking an arm down to hold them down while you grab a rebound because you're skilled at that. And you know how to do it well without getting caught, but those are fouls. And you get away with them constantly. You throw elbows, you do all kinds of dirty shit. Okay, I'm not okay. I'm not using dirty. You do all kinds of stuff that should be called a foul, and you don't get called for fouls. So when you're complaining about fouling and the way you flop your body and flail and all those things when you're going up for a bucket and trying to make a layup, it doesn't have the same. I don't have the same feeling for you because I watch you play and I watch how you contort your body to try to make it look like a foul when all it was is you flailing trying to draw a foul. I think the whole mentality in the WNBA is flawed. I think the mentality in the NBA is flawed. People think that because you're both playing, that teams should have equal fouls, equal free throws. All these things should be equal. That's not how basketball works. If you're shooting jump shots, you're going to get less fouls called. Now, that's not the case for this game, but if you got called for the same, but they had pretty much the same amount of fouls called. Minnesota, in fact, got called for more fouls. It just so happens that they probably committed a lot of their fouls on the floor. They didn't maybe get stuck in the bonus like Chicago might have gotten put. They might have put Chicago might have put Minnesota into the bonus. I'm not sure. I didn't see the game, but I've watched plenty of games where I listen to people say, "Oh, they had 20 free throws to 10 or 30 to 17 or whatever." It's like, bro, you if that's how you think the game is supposed to go, that it's just flawed. You get fouls based on what you do. And do I think that they blow calls in the WNBA? Absolutely. I think they blow a lot of calls in the WNBA. But this mentality that you're supposed to have equal calls, equal free throws, equal, that's not how basketball works. It's all based on how you play. So that said, going into the fourth quarter, if you had only two free throws as a team, well, first of all, who cares? And no, it's not the referee's job to ensure that you shoot more free throws. It's the referee's job to actually call the game. And if that comes up with you shooting more free throws, then so be it. But in the case of this, you without watching the game, I couldn't tell you if it was a really poorly officiated game or not. I assume that most WNBA games are poorly officiated, but not poorly officiated to why someone's crying about free throw shooting. Because I've seen plenty of situations where Angel Reese gets free throws and she doesn't get touched, or she flops, or she flails, and that draws a call, or she gets away with 1, 2, 3 fouls herself on one singular play and doesn't get called, and then she gets her second, third, or fourth opportunity off of a me bound and finally draws a foul call, even though she probably didn't get fouled. So it's a slippery slope, but I just find it amusing because she's starting to get herself emotional and worked up, and the tears are coming, and then here comes the victimization, and the whole mentality that Angel Reese walks around with is that nonstop victim mode, and that's one of the things that will forever drive a lot of people crazy. She just got named to the All-Star team ahead of players that maybe might have earned it ahead of her. Her season has been up and down. The beginning of her season was absolutely horrible. She has improved over the last 7, 8 games, but people are jumping up and down. Oh, 15 rebounds. I'm so sick of these. Of her 5 in a row 15 rebound games, she's got 11, 18, 23, 25 offensive boards. Um, and she shot 50% twice in those 5 games. So you be the judge. You say you could, have your opinion, but I can tell you this. Angel Reese is complaining. She's become unhinged about this refereeing issue. So let's see what happens in the next game that they have and how she reacts if they don't call things her way, if she loses her shit or not. We'll see. But yeah, Angel Reese went off. She's not happy. What are y'all thoughts? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. Now she knows what Caitlin Clark feels like on a daily basis, getting grabbed, held, fouled, and not going to the line. And just so you know, Angel Reese, you're still shooting 4.4 free throws per game, just so you know. And, you know, someone named Caitlin Clark is only shooting 4.2, and she gets fouled a lot more than you. Anyhow, y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. This is Rudy's Rant. Her game, her way was basketball. Come on now.